that we already have some games well underway. Gerwyn Price, the world #1, a man who theoretically could lose his spot as world #1 today were he to go out in this round before the quarterfinals. Well, he is averaging 105.5, but he's still 3-1 down to GG Mathers, who's averaging 110. The Australian putting in one of his best little displays in PDC darts.
95.
GG has turned up. We shall see if Gezi Price can turn that around. Peter Wright versus Lee Evans. Neil Zonneveld 2-1 down to yesterday's winner Luke Humphries. Cool hand Luke could do the double this weekend. Stephen Burton, Michael Van Gowen's conqueror. A leg down to Martin Schindler. But let's focus on this game, shall we? Because it's Ireland's Willie O'Connor, the Magpie, and the Bullet, Stephen Bunting. Both of these guys have won PDC titles before. Bunting ending a 5-year drought when he won last year on the Pro Tour.
139.
Gets the maths right, gets the darts right. 139 scored to leave 170. Lovely stuff. Willie O'Connor will not be looking to score 139.
180.
He will fill it up. So, the cardboard box shot. Big fish versus little fish.
58.
Big fish, no. Little fish.
$58.
Not to be. Lovely stuff. Double top for the Bullets.
92.
Can't find it. O'Connor may get 2 darts. Should get 1. Same target.
52.
Same result. Or neck and neck. Nothing between them in this opening leg. Oh, do not miss inside.
16.
Costs himself a dart at double Stephen Bunting.
Game shot.
And Willie O'Connor punishes. It is a break of throw, a 1-0 lead. Now, Stephen Bunting does have a significant victory over Willie O'Connor under his belt. He beat him at the UK Open 7 years ago now.
59.
A 9-6 victory back in 2015. Curiously, though, every other time they've met, Willie O'Connor has been victorious.
100.
Every single time they've met in these sorts of games. First to 6 games, played in leisure centres or, you know, in Pro Tour games or qualifiers for Euro Tours. Every single time Willie O'Connor has won. From their first meeting in 2014 to their most recent one in March last year. So Willie O'Connor
100.
knows how to beat Stephen Bunting. Can he take their head-to-head record to 5-1 and book his place in the quarterfinals? This is in the section of the draw where either Boris Kritschmar or Ryan Meikle awaits. And I can tell you, it's almost certainly going to be Boris Kritschmar, because not only is he playing absolutely amazingly, he is 5-0 up on Ryan Meikle. Kritschmar averaged 100 yesterday and lost in round 1. Today he's averaging about 100 for the day. He's just playing brilliantly this weekend, and he might go and get his first PDC title. Having said that, 5-0 up against Ryan Meikle. Let's not count our chickens, because GG Mathers was averaging 110 and 3-1 up on Gerwyn Price, and he now trails 4-3. The world #1 digging deep. Disappointment there for Willie O'Connor as he sees his darts clatter into the flights and one of them ends up on the floor. Still has the advantage in this leg.
$140. $99.
Slides that last one into the treble 20 to leave himself a 2-dart checkout. O'Connor has to use 2 darts, but it is a much more simpler situation he finds himself in.
Game shot.
Oh, very, very nicely done by the bullet to break straight back, converting the 84. And just 2 darts.
$140.
Gerwyn Price has just won 4 legs on the spin against G.G. Mathers to go from 3-1 down to 5-3 up. The world #1 digging deep, producing the goods under severe pressure.
100.
Luke Humphries not having things all his own way. Yesterday he was powering through round after round, but he trails 4-2 to Neil Zonneveld. But our first quarter-finalist is Big Boris Kritschmar. A 6-0 whitewash of Ryan Meikle. Is today the day that Big Boris finally delivers on his undoubted talent in PDC darts? The bullet posts a 180. The first of this contest from the man from St Helens, the former world champion from his days at the Lakeside.
134.
A little reminder from Willie. 12 segment. Bullseye.
56.
O'Connor. 20 segment. Double 5.
77.
Well, are we in a similar position to the first leg here?
Game shot.
Not quite, because this time the bullet does make it count and converts his opportunity.
$140. $100. $140.
Gerwyn Price has turned things around and ended the match with an average of 104. 6-3. He beats Gordon Mathers, and the Iceman will remain world #1 today. There is no guarantee exactly how long he will remain world #1. He has quite a big chunk of money to defend over the next few weeks, relative to Peter Snakebite Wright.
125.
But the race is very much on for the top of the rankings. It is being won at the moment by Gerwyn Price, but not by very much. O'Connor's going to leave himself on the double. That double is tops. Bunting wants to be looking at double 8 here. That's not going to happen.
Yep. $60.
Won't find his way over the top of that and into the treble bed, but it may not matter.
Game shot.
Does not matter. 13 darter from Willie O'Connor. 2 apiece.
$140.
Really impressive stuff from Stephen Burton. He didn't have to be at his very best to beat Michael van Gerwen, but he did manage to beat him, and now he's averaging a ton, defying 102 average from Martin Schindler, and 4-2 up there. Stephen Burton might be moving through to the quarter-finals. Looks like Rob Cross will. He's 4-0 up on Jamie Clark and averaging 105.
98. $180.
Some good signs from Willie O'Connor, you know. When he was winning the title that he picked up in PDC darts around about 3 or 4 years ago now. And
76, yeah.
was regularly posting big numbers. He was one of the biggest 180 hitters on the tour during that time. Now that scoring power has faded a little.
170.
But this looks good because that is 180, 170, leaves 52. How about a 127 and game shot? Oh, no. Do not miss the big number.
123.
Oh, okay. Treble 20 to leave double 2, fair enough. But he should have got a dart for the leg, Stephen Bunting. He didn't. And he loses it. It is a magnificent 12-dart leg from Ireland's Willie O'Connor. 180, 170, 52 out. And the Magpie is in charge.
97.
Really good set of numbers from these two at the moment. Stephen Bunting
60.
averaging almost a ton. It is significantly more than that for Willie O'Connor.
$57.
Boris Kritschmar awaits the winner after that whitewash victory over Ryan Meikle. An unseeded player, Boris. Bunting, a seeded player. Willie O'Connor's dropped out of the seeded positions, but here we see that scoring power from back when he was playing his best stuff in the PDC. Maybe it's returning.
180.
The Bullet just reminding his opponent that he can score with them as well.
$60.
Treble 18. Now the bull.
76.
Pulled that quite a way low. One treble required for O'Connor.
$71. $13.
Well, some dodgy stuff on some crucial darts from the Bullet. The dart at bull was poor, the darts at tops were not good, and Willie O'Connor just stretches his lead to 2 legs. Niels Zonneveld is through, and it means that Luke Humphries, our winner yesterday, will not complete the double this weekend and join that rather exclusive club of players who've won back-to-back Players' Championship events over the same weekend. Zigzag Zonneveld will face either Mensur Suljevic or Damon Heta.
100.
Stephen Burton is a leg away from the quarter-finals. What a great effort that is
60.
from one of the guys only brought in off the Challenge Tour to make up the numbers, much like Lee Evans, who is duking it out with Peter Wright. There's only a leg in that. Played some good stuff this weekend,
85.
Lee Evans.
$140.
And Stephen Burton is through to the quarterfinals. He will now take on Gerwin Price. Well, it doesn't get any easier for him, does it? Beats Van Gerwen, beats Martin Schindler, now Gerwin Price.
26.
Could be a sensational title for Stephen Burton if he goes all the way. Bunting
Game shot.
goes all the way on the 116, takes it out on double top under no real pressure from Willie O'Connor. That's a hold of throw to cut the gap, but O'Connor's still in the driving seat.
180.
And that's another maximum from Willie O'Connor. It's 4 180s and a 170. This is really reminiscent of
180.
the big scoring that he was producing on a regular basis a few years ago. Yeah, good stuff, isn't it? 101 average Bunting, just shy
60.
of the 100 from Willie O'Connor. Can the bullet follow up that lead off 180? He can, you know, because that's great.
180.
Now then. We've already seen a 9-darter today. It came from the Diamond Ian White.
46.
We haven't seen one on the stream today. And you will not see one here because 7 darts into the 9 for Stephen Bunting. But importantly, he is going to get darts to break. And all of a sudden, he might just become favourite for this match. Willie O'Connor kicked off 180 in this leg. Looked like it was his to lose.
Game shot.
But right now, Stephen Bunting has broken. He has the darts in his hand. That little 12-darter has changed things completely.
$55. $177.
Damon Heta, the Australian, is our latest player through to the quarter-finals. The number 15 seed has swept aside the challenge of Mensur Suljovic with a 6-1 victory and an average round about that ton mark.
40.
Willie O'Connor has hit back hard after that fabulous leg from the bullet. Another treble 20 gets him to a finish, and it does get him to a finish.
$140.
Willie O'Connor is expecting to come back. And he will come back looking at 44 for this game to flip-flop again. O'Connor was in charge, then the bullets seemed to have done enough to get control of the match. And now O'Connor can go within a leg of victory. Only just in the 12.
12 scored.
And 2 lined up outside. And Stephen Bunting, a 108 checkout. On tops is completed, and Stephen Bunting, the ton-plus checkout. It was a huge feature of his game when he went all the way to the semi-finals of the World Championship a year and a bit ago. The combination finishes
60
of over 100 were key in that run. And a real iron ring shot from Stephen Bunting. 108 checkout. If he does win this match, that might be the key moment. 2 missed at double 16 from O'Connor.
96.
Rob Cross is having to hold off a fight back from Jamie Clark. Voltage leads that one by 5 legs to 3. Peter Wright and slippy hands, Lee Evans. A man who cannot grip anything unless he is covered in some chalk or whiz grip or something. Well, Peter Wright leads that by 4 legs to 3, but it's no surprise that it's taking a while, because that boy got to apply his chalk. Are we going the distance in this one?
$125.
Pressure.
100.
Yeah, stay in there. It is a fifth 180. We've had 10 in this match.
No score.
And that 180, leaving him on an awkward double. Bit of a dead cat shot from the bullet, Stephen Bunting. O'Connor misses 3 at tops, and in steps the bullet to win the match 6-4. It is an absolutely thrilling contest. It looked like Willie O'Connor had him, but a magnificent leg where he went 7 darts into the 9, Stephen Bunting, proved to be crucial. He wins 4 legs on the spin at the end there.